Hi moms, this is Catherine King. It was really good to see all of you last night. And I know a few of you had to disappear pretty quick afterwards because it was getting late and you needed to get back to your kiddos. So I thought I would quickly pop on today and as fast as I can go over some of the popular questions that were coming up from all of you. Essential oils can be a bit daunting for those that have never used them before, and I'm here to help you and make it as simple as possible. And one of the most popular questions that kept coming up is like, well, why can't I just buy them from Sprouts or Walmart or any of the other stores that are now selling essential oils? Well, one of the biggest things is that even though it says 100% pure on the bottle, they're not regulated like other products are. And therefore they may only have, even though it says that, they may only have like 10% of the bottle that are actual essential oil, and the rest are synthetic chemicals and fillers. And this is what I was trying to say last night. And so it's just really important to know your ingredients and where they come from. And so even though that happens, Young Living, because we have our own farms and partner farms throughout the world, we actually pick the plants when they're at their peak and they are distilled into essential oils at the best possible time. And we know exactly where the seed has come from all the way to when it comes into the bottle, into your hands. We don't add any of that nasty stuff because those chemicals and fillers can actually be doing more harm to your bodies and especially to your children. And therefore it's just not a safe thing to do. And this is why the big hint is on them when they say do not ingest, or some of them even say do not use topically. That's a danger zone. And so yes, some of the oils are hot to touch, and especially with children and pets, you need to dilute them. And I can show you how to do that. But the important thing is that you should be able to use essential oils on your skin. And for those that are safe, you should be able to ingest them. And always read the label, of course, but there shouldn't be any of that nasty stuff that you see in those stores. And this is why, one of the reasons why we don't have scented candles in our home anymore. The scents, the things that make something smell nice, are what are the things that actually causing harm because they have the chemicals. And hence why a peppermint, as I was saying, needs to smell like a peppermint plant, not like peppermint candy. Now on the table I had little pots or little saucers like this that was showing essential oils and some things that I use personally with my children and my family by category. Things that are popular for kids, you know, and their needs. And one of the things that kept coming up was dilution. How do I dilute essential oils, and do I need to? Well, the good thing about Young Living oils, if you're not into this and you're not sure how to dilute, a lot of them actually come pre-diluted. Anything that has got the Kid Sense, so this is a Kid Sense line, this is genius. This is the one that when we're homeschooling our girls, I will have this diffuser or even put it on them, or they can just cup it and smell it themselves. Excellent for focus. And we know what little 5, I got two twins are 5 and my oldest is 7, and focus isn't always there. So something like this, you check the ingredients and you'll see which essential oils are in there and why we use this. This Kid Sense line are pre-diluted, so you don't even have to think. These are designed for children, so you can put them directly on, and I put them on topically, as I said. Other ones, some of the others that we may use that you would want to dilute necessarily or just diffuse. Something like for focus, like orange and rosemary together. Smells wonderful. It's great for adults too. And even citrus fresh. This is a great one. Citrus oils with a bit of spearmint. Great in the diffuser. Great, will help with focus. And frankincense. Always another one good for occasional anxiety. This is something I will put directly on them and don't have to dilute. But the labels will tell you. The labels will tell you whether to dilute or not for adults. And sometimes if it says dilution, you definitely want to over dilute for children. You don't want something that's too hot. Anything that's hot are like those pizza oils, like oregano and thyme, or other things like cinnamon bark and clove. They're hot to touch for anybody and should always be diluted, and even more so for children because their skin is a lot more sensitive. Another one I like to do for focus is This is Charlotte's, my oldest, and she's made her own little perfume. I helped her, you know, get that top, middle and bottom notes that you get in perfume. And so I gave her some selections that she could choose from for my oily collection. And she loves it. She doesn't know it's actually calming her down and helping her. And that's the great thing. This is where I use essential oils to help. Every child has their crazy moments, but sometimes we can keep those more manageable, and also my sanity, by using the actual certain essential oils. The other one we went over was tummy. Sometimes kids need a little extra tummy support. So the one that you do not have to dilute is already done for you is the KidSense Tummy Gize. This is always my go-to when I rub it directly onto their belly. And then you have ones like the Digize, which contains things like peppermint and fennel and all those good ones that are well known for great digestive support. And then kids, they're like candy. This is a prebiotic and probiotic all in one, and it's just like that, you know, bubbly candy. I can't remember what it's called, but you just stick a little sachet. You can just stick it under their tongue, and the kids love it. But it's also helping their tummies. So when they're just getting that extra support. The other one, breathing. So my husband was there last night to help. He's a respiratory expert. He knows all about that stuff. So I know some of you were talking to him and getting his thoughts on some things. This is the KidSense Sniffles. This is one that I will put directly on their chest. You can diffuse it, but I'm like, this is already pre-diluted, so I normally just put it directly on them. And then I will diffuse some of the others. So we've got things like Raven and Raventon Sarah. It's another one to rub on them. And this is what I do for my girls. If they're looking like they're needing some extra help. Peppermint is a good one, especially combined with lavender and lemon together. But please be careful with peppermint. Anything with peppermint and eucalyptus, you've got to be careful with children. And my kids don't have any problems, but they've been around oils for quite a few years already. And then RC, and then you can also have ones that have like roll-ons, and you just roll it on directly on them. And this is one, it's called Breathe Again. You don't have to get all of these. This is just, everybody's different and likes different smells and different scents. And so it's what suits you and what suits the children, what they like. And so that was breathing. The other one was sleep. So we've got KidSense Sleepy Eyes. And then this is a great one. We all want our children to sleep at night, right? And so I do that one. One that I use, which is a super cheap oil, is cedarwood. If you don't like the smell of cedarwood, stick it on your big toe, which is linked to your brain, so it helps relax you at night. And you can always combine it in the diffuser with lavender, and those are great for kids. Both are super safe to put directly on. I even put cedarwood in the girl's head, like on their scalp and stuff, to just help them go to sleep. And my girls sleep, and I need that. So other good ones for relaxation and sleeping and calming down kids and mums, Gentle Baby, Peace and Calming, Stress Away. Love this one. And I even put, for me, I put a rollerball on the top of this one. You just take, I can show you how to put a rollerball on, and I will, like, where I hold a lot of tension when I'm a bit stressed, or you can just put it in the diffuser. It's a good one at nighttime too. And then things like Tranquil is another good one for just rolling straight onto the kids and yourself. And the other good one for kids in the KidSense line, so again, we were talking all about dilution. You don't need to dilute this. This is already done. You just grab it and go. It's called Owie. Kids love to bump into things and fall down. It's a natural thing that happens. This, put it on afterwards and they're fine. Another one I put on them a lot on their skin to help that is lavender. Nice and simple, doesn't need to be diluted for children at all. And then the last popular category was the immune system. And at this time of the year, this is a huge topic. And so things that I do, I'm sure you've all heard about thieves. This is the Thieves Vitality, so anything with a white label, you know you can ingest, but there's also another one in the brown label and that you can use topically and aromatically. If you do put it on your skin, definitely need to dilute. So what I do, because we're out in contact with, even though we homeschool, we're out and about quite a lot and in contact with other kids and everything else that you don't want to be in contact with at this time of the year. And so what I do at nighttime, when they're going into bed, I will get my carrier oil. So this is V6. It's like a vegetable, 6 different vegetable oils. You can use like your olive oil or your coconut oil, whatever's in your kitchen. I will put some drops into a little bowl, and then I will just shake in a few drops of Thieves. It will say on the label how to dilute it. Again, dilute it more for children. I'm a bit of this and a bit of that. If I can smell the Thieves, and there's lots of fatty oil, the vegetable oil in there, and it's not hot to the skin, you're good to go. Rub it on the bottom of their feet, tuck them up in bed. I also rub it along the spine of my kids, and there's a good reason why I do that. And we just want to keep them healthy. One thing, if you want to diffuse something into their room, again, be careful of eucalyptus. I know my girls are okay with that. I combine eucalyptus, wintergreen, and lemon together. Lemon is great for, you know, when they're just feeling run down and getting all those natural kid things, nasties. And so, great, you've got tea tree, which is another good one, and copaiba, another one you can take internally. And this is great for adults too. Huge. Look it up. And if you don't want to get it into a little pot and rub it on your feet, you can put it into one of these rollables. So you can take an empty essential oil bottle that you already have, or you can easily get these online. And I fill them up. I put them like 20 drops. I put Thieves and oregano in here. And then like 20 drops of Thieves and like 5 drops of oregano, because that's a really strong smell. Fill the rest up with your carrier oil, so that's your vegetable oil. And then you just roll it on. I roll it up and down their spine, because if I put it on the bottom of their feet, it just fits up giggles before they go to bed, because they're very ticklish. And so I was also talking about the Thieves Hand Purifier. This is what I carry on. You know, some of those public restrooms that don't have soap, or those soaps are full of chemicals that are actually drying out the skin and making things a lot worse for those that have sensitive skin because of the chemicals. So you can use this. And remember I was saying about the Thieves spray. That's always carried around in my purse as well. Other boosters for your immune system is you want to get a good like multivitamin, and these are chewables for the kids, and they also combine essential oils too. So it's helping get all the goodness into their bodies better and easier. And then if you've ever heard me talk about Nature, I didn't talk about this last night because I know I'm overloading you with too much information. So you can always write down all the notes and stuff. This is a great one. So I would just put, this is 2 ounces. So we buy it by the bottle because it's cheaper. And then I just pour an ounce or half an ounce in the summertime, but whole ounce for the girls. And they just have like shots. And this is full of, it's got the wolfberry, which the antioxidants in that is like, you know how good pomegranates and blueberries are? That's off the charts. And so look up the wolfberry and look at the synergy of the other ingredients in this, Ningxia Red, and it's great for your immune system, boosting like your eye support and your liver and just that natural energy. This got me through twins. I don't even remember the first year of having twins. That year just disappeared. But then like the next couple of years, this is what got me through everything. That, especially in the afternoon when you need the extra energy and your husband's off working and you just don't have that support, this helped me get through the energy to deal with them. So that was all of those questions. Some other people were asking about, well, what do you have available for this seedlings line? What was that I was talking about? And remember, the seedling line is all designed for kids or for infants, for, you know, the newborns and everything. The baby wipes, but remember I was saying I use these to remove makeup, and it works because there are no harsh chemicals. And so you want to be careful. I wish I knew all about this when I first had babies, And like I used all those that had chemicals in them, and then there was a lot of issues like diaper rash and all that kind of stuff, and there was part of the reason because they're very sensitive girls. And I wish I'd had these, but as I said, I still get these for my face. And then we have things like baby lotion. All of these products are highly concentrated, and so all you need is just a little bit to rub on the skin. A little bit goes a long way with everything, or you highly dilute, so you definitely get your money's worth. And then things like baby oil. You don't want to be getting all that baby oil that has mineral oil. Mineral oil is derived from petroleum. Don't want to be putting that on my baby. And so you want to be using oils that lock in all that moisture and don't cause harm. And then you've got things like the linen spray. There are cheaper ways that you can make these products, and I can help you, give you recipes for that if you would like. But this is making like it's infused with lavender oil. Spritz it on their bed, and so they just help them drift off to sleep without actually having to put stuff directly on them. And then there was like a diaper rash cream, and you know, so shampoo and body wash and all that kind of stuff. There's a whole line for those. And then the last question was to do with Thieves, this Thieves household cleaner. What's that all about? Well, that's this little beauty here, and it's highly concentrated. All you need is like 1 to 2 capfuls of this. So this bottle will last you a long time. And you then put it into like $1 bottle that you can get at Walmart or the dollar store or one of those places. You put it in there, and then you fill up the rest with distilled water, and you've got your all-purpose cleaner. When it's heavier, like as I said, like 2 capfuls, sometimes 3, I will put that into 1 bottle, and I will use that for cleaning the toilet, cleaning some highly used kitchen surfaces, and then just 1 to 2 capfuls, everything all purpose, and then even just like half a capful, fill the rest up with water, and then you've got something that you can clean your mirrors, your windows, and stainless steel appliances. No streaking, gets rid of all that nasty stuff that's on them. I just don't do it enough, so there's always handprints, but once you clean with this, it just gets rid of everything. And we even use it to mop our floors. So it's like an all-purpose for everything. And so it is a huge money saver, because you just buy this $1 bottle. We put ours in glass, but you can just use this, like especially short term. And so you're talking like, it's under $2 a bottle. You can't get all-purpose cleaners like at that price. And it's super healthy, or not healthy, but it's there's no chemicals in there. And so I'm happy to get my girls to clean, and they love cleaning, and it helps me, and so that's always a good thing. So I hope some of this has helped you and answered some of those extra questions that you had. If you have more questions, just reach out and give me a shout. You can always reach us on our website, familylifescaping.com, and I'll just put my information in the verbiage. And yeah, just contact me if you have any questions. Take care.